Hello, I'm Dave Gamble, Farmers Insurance District Manager, and I'm so excited to have Pepper Hu with me here this morning. We're going to be having a chat with Pepper to find out about her decisions to join Farmers and specifically the South Bay District Office here in Gardena. So Pepper, welcome. I'm so glad to talk to you today.
Hey, Dave. How are you doing?
Well, it's a great day. It's summertime. Well, Pepper, tell me a little bit about your background and your thoughts about getting into the insurance industry.
Okay. I was actually original from China, and I finished my college, and then was chasing my master's degree here in Pepperdine University. And then right after I graduate, I jumped into insurance industry until now. The reason I went to insurance industry is because I feel this is a blooming market. And then I feel like when I first come to the US, if I don't know insurance, I cannot survive here. I cannot go to hospital. I don't know how to see doctors. I don't know how to drive my car. I feel this is definitely the good industry for me to enter into and then chasing for my career. That's why I chose insurance.
I think it's an incredible decision. And I should add that you recently purchased one of our amazing insurance agencies out in Walnut, California. My good friend and longtime agent, Stanley Chu, retired on May 1st as you took the reins. And I like the point that you highlighted, which is you've been in the insurance business for several years now. And could you imagine taking over this agency that you now run without having that insurance background? It probably would have been a little bit bumpy.
Yeah, because if I don't have those background, I'm not really confident enough to have such a large agency on my own. It's really a large decision to make.
So Pepper, let me ask you, you had a lot of decisions to make. You could have started a scratch agency that we advertise, and we have a tremendous bonus program. And you ended up purchasing an agency. And I think it's been an absolutely wonderful fit in your case because one, you have that insurance background. And two, we have an amazing agent in Stanley Chu that's developed a very nice book of business. And what I've seen over the last several months is you're bringing the production level to all new highs in that agency. And in fact, as we wrapped up June, I saw that you were the number one producer in our district of 60 agents. So congratulations to you on a job well done, especially right in the middle of this pandemic. It's quite an accomplishment, Pepper. So let me ask you, you had a lot of choices to make. As I mentioned, you could have started an agency, you could have bought an agency. Let's start a little bit with Farmers. Why did you choose Farmers?
First of all, I met you, met Jeff, met such a incredible district team. Because before I met you guys, I never know a district team can be such a powerful support. And I know you have different specialists for different fields of insurance, which is really helpful, especially for new agents like me who need help to get on board. But if I go to other retailer agent other broker company to start from the scratch, I don't have such an incredible support to support me to go into a business. And then I know Jeff is a commercial support. Mary is very supportive with life and financial products. Chris gave me a lot of agency coaching for marketing, smart office. Moore is always there for the personal line. And Carol gave me also some support when we're onboarding suppliers and then the detail of coming onboarding. And then also know you have Josh and Michelle help with agency marketing and the reporting stuff. That's an amazing team for me to work with. So that's the number one reason that I choose Farmers.
Well, and thank you for that. My district staff that works for me here in District 58 is super important to me. We have 11 team members now, 12 if you factor me in. And it is so important to me to wrap around our agents, especially those that ask for the help and they want the help and support. And I think in your case, it's proven itself to do a great job. So I thank you for your comments. Let's talk a bit about Farmers Insurance itself. You could have chosen Allstate, State Farm. You could have gone with a brokerage. Share some thoughts on decisions specifically about Farmers.
First of all, Farmers is really good company that has their headquarters in California. We don't have a lot of companies have their headquarters in California, right? And then when I think about what Farmers does right here in California, I can tell it's a really amazing company that's do a lot of fundraising, do a lot of support to the community, especially during this special time for the racial injustice and then global pandemic. Farmers has really stepped up to represent our diverse communities, and our first line responders with generous grants and supplies to those on the front line. And also, California being such a fire-prone area, farmers knows and understand they need to do something for this community. Pretty much every year we experience fires through the California, and the farmers is a huge supporter of our fire crews. And also farmers I know, like it was one of the leading company that didn't stop supporting fire victims by extending their loss of use coverage beyond the contractual period. This is a huge win for our customers that needed the actual time to rebuild, given this dramatic volume of people that was displaced. I'm very proud of that. I'm already proud of like myself to be an agent for such a generous company with very much social responsibility.
You know, you're absolutely right. I remember when this occurred, it was basically almost at the end of last year. And the folks up in Napa who were hit so hard a couple years ago by the major fires, all of a sudden found themselves they weren't done with construction, and all of a sudden they're out of money. And Farmers was one of the very few companies that stepped up and took care of them. And it was absolutely amazing. So Farmers is a company, I get it. And those are great points you made. Let me ask you specifically, what have you learned about the contract at Farmers that might be a differentiator that you might have considered?
Yeah, the very fabulous thing is like farmers has the first right of refusal. If farmers can write a case, we'll have to put the case into farmers. But if there's some industries that farmers doesn't write, or the particular risk that farmers won't write, we can place them somewhere else. I know with State Farm, if State Farm can take this case, then they cannot work on it. But in farmers, we'll never let clients go to other place. We can always put them into farmers, which is really, really nice.
Yes, it is nice, because the way I look at it as a district manager, I want you to control the whole account. So if the home, for example, is in a fire area, you can still write the autos, and you might have to place the home outside. You might be able to take advantage of our wrap policy and actually write the home at Farmers. But, things change all the time. It might be a commercial risk. And, this year we may not have an appetite for that commercial risk. And it allows you to write it with an outside company. But in many situations, we change our appetite over the time, and we might determine that particular risk now qualifies and gives you the opportunity to bring it back. That's a great point. As you think about retirement, and I know, Pepper, that's a long ways away for you. Thank goodness. What are some of the choices that you found in the contract as it comes toward, as you think about retirement?
To be honest, the most of the reason I want to have my own agency, because I want to give my daughter a better life in the future. And having a farmer's book, it can be my assets. It can be an asset I can pass to my family member, pass to my daughter in the future, or pass to my grandkids. This is really amazing because that's something I owned. I know if I go with other agency, other insurance company, they may give me a book, but I never own the book, right? If I ever feel like, hey, I need to sell it, I can sell it in the open market. So I have a bunch of options because this can be my assets and equity.
And we had an earlier conversation about claims and service and the products. Can you elaborate a little bit about there? Tell me what's on your mind when we think about service and the products at Farmers.
Yeah, yes, of course. That's the thing I'm most proud of, because Farmers products and service tells everything. I'm very proud of Farmers to being such a good insurance company that offers unbeatable coverage payouts in this market. Whenever I sell the insurance to a client, I already know that they will be very happy with us because we offer accident claim service. When I was working for a broker company, I got a lot of frustrations with the claims because the claim adjuster never pick up the phone, they never call us back. But the clients always come back to blame us. However, in Farmers, I'm confident that the client will be taken good care of when they ever involved in an accident. The company gets my back. Claims can be submitted online, and we have online chat service, get updated at the office hour anytime. And then our claim adjusters always call us back within 1 or 2 hours, which is amazing. All of the features are really amazing. None of the insurance company in this market can do such a thing.
You know what? I wholeheartedly agree with you. I love our claims team, and part of the way we make it work is we have great relationships with our claims management team as well as the adjusters. So we're very adept and able to work out problems that from time to time do arise. Well, I tell you, Pepper, I can't thank you enough for sharing all of this great information today. And I'll tell you, I, for one, am super happy to have you on our team. You've been delightful to work with, and I've had so many accolades from my team members about you. And just some of the highlights. You're a great partner. We give you instruction, and you go and get it done. You've got a great focus on learning. My gosh, you did your 6 and 63 licensing, and I think it was 2 weeks or under. Is that about right?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, and that's the Dave Gamble pace, and so that's a great job. And lastly, which is not all, but you not only have done all these great things, but you're already showing up as a leader in production in our district office. So that's amazing. Well, look, Pepper, I really look forward to talking to you again and about some of business practices in your agency. And until then, I would just wish you a great day.
Okay, thank you so much. You have a great day too.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 bum.